Um, who here wants to volunteer an idea or some ideas on what you do to grow a committee? How many members do you have? You know?
Well, it'll change because we had a good, like we had about 70, we had to actually get an increase on our, we had to actually, for a district county, we had to apply for a rule change for the state party. But now that they're saying that everybody has to notarize, we've got a lot of notarizing to do that week.
Well,
You know, and getting it out to people, so I don't know, as far as active committee members, I don't think, I mean, probably maybe, I guess the biggest, maybe active meeting, maybe the one that you, was it, or maybe another, maybe 30.
okay. So how do you get from 30 to 60 and then 60 to 90? Who's got some ideas? Anybody? Anybody got any ideas?
Yes.
Yes, who said yes?
For technology, put it on Facebook or Instagram. Or they got a site out there anyway for stuff like this, where we could go to see, like, who this fellow is over here, who you are, what kind of background you have. You know, not everybody came tonight.
Right.
So somebody out there is interested in the Republican Party. They have a place where they can go to get this kind of information.
Okay. What about you, Ricky? What's an idea to grow the committee?
I think the word of mouth, along with social media. A lot of people don't know about the committee, committee.
So,
I even have one.
social media, word of mouth, and I'm sure some of the rest of you who just, maybe you're too full, you don't want to raise your hand. If you thought about it, you could all come up with an idea, right? So, engage. All right? Ask, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, in a matter of 2 minutes, we got 4 people. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to ask you, what's the best source to come up with ideas on how to grow the committee? Look to your left, look to your right. That's the best source. Because y'all wouldn't be here if you didn't want to do the things that these committees are supposed to do. So don't go looking for all these great ideas outside your group right here. When I took over in Lonow County, we didn't go looking. We sat down and we came up with the ideas and then we put them to work. You guys are the ones that know what goes on in your counties and your communities. You guys are the ones that know the people in your communities, what your communities want, what you can do to best serve your communities and your districts. So you sit down and you put those ideas together and you find a way to make them happen. And if money's an issue, do things that don't cost anything. Because you said engage. Once you get people interested, okay, what are they going to do if they're interested? If you go up to that Democrat, if you go up to somebody just John Q. Public on the streets and you talk about the political things, what's going on, the events, the topic of conversation these days, and this guy finds out or this lady finds out, you know what, we talk a lot, or we got a lot in common. What are they going to do? They're going to, hey, we're the Republican Committee of Lincoln County or Passaic County or Lonow County, right? Say, you know, you ought to come and hear what we have to say. That's how Lonow County did it. I remember the night we had to go out and find chairs because some like 13 people walked in we'd never seen before. Okay? And what did we do once they walked in? What did we do when they walked in? I'll tell you what we didn't do. We didn't throw a form in front of their face and say, fill it out, sign it, write the check, and we'll press on. We didn't even go close to that. We let them realize by interacting with us just how familiar, how much alike we were. And they came back. And one by one they joined and brought friends with them. Not once did we go up, oh, come on, man, fill out this form. Not once. Okay? We let them make that decision to join us. We got them involved. We listened to their questions. We answered their questions. They came back, they signed. Next thing you know, we've got that committee that's 100 and some odd members and 80 some odd members active. So, growing the committee, let me turn to my notes here. Growing the committee, it's I like to think of it as like going to church. Someone walks in your church, say, hey, we're here to worship with you. You're not going to go up and say, you need to join the congregation. You do, and I do the announcement in my church and say, We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. You always have a home here. And they come back. Isn't that right, Ricky?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? There you go. All right, let me get to my notes here. Growing the committee. Finances. I think this is a big thing. It is true. You need a little bit of money to do the things the committee wants to do. How do you raise money? How do you raise revenues?
Not by taxation.
Not by taxation. We're taxed enough, right? So you don't increase the taxes for one person, for the people. You increase the people that are paying taxes. How do you get more money into an organization? You get more people that are willing to go out and help you raise that money. Okay? I got to get a segue in it. I'm just going to say it. Republicans will write you a check or they'll hand you money just like that if they believe in what you're doing. But you know what? Democrats like to have fun too. Democrats will pay. They will pay good money to come out and have fun. You don't have to go out there and say, we're raising money for anything other, we're just going to have fun. Who was it a couple years ago, one of the counties had like a hoop nanny, a barn dance kind of thing, and the governor was there, and everybody's dancing and hooting and hollering, and in the end, there was as many Democrats that paid to be there as there were Republicans. Then this last election cycle, ACES showed up in Lonow County, went to one of the most Democrat cities in Lonow County, and within 2 hours, because we had fun, we had good food, we was talking, within 2 hours, raised $20,000 in a room full of Democrats. So don't limit your source. Don't limit your sources to where you're going to get the money. So take these ideas that you all have in your head and know that it's not just Republicans that like to have fun. Everybody will come out and spend money. And I'm here to tell you, if you've been paying attention to the political news, the political airwaves here, okay, the party on the other side, they have a little bit of problem with this. The state Democrat Party is in some serious trouble, as is the National Party. Okay, so the Democrat voters are looking for somebody that they can identify with, somebody who will work with them, somebody who will represent them, like we was talking about in the state legislature. They want to associate with somebody who's going to pay attention to their interests. Everybody's interested in having fun. You get them out there, you get to talking to them, you'll find out, they will find out, hey, I'm a Republican. Next thing you know, you've got blue counties and red counties, blue districts and red districts, and we look at that big map of Arkansas, and it's all red except for the river that flows down between.